Hi, good morning, Joey. How you doing today?
Doing all right. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good. My name is Carlos Miera. I'm here. I was referred to you. I'm going to be your case manager. I was referred to you through the substance treatment program that you've been in because of your probation. But I'm here to help you in whichever way that I can. We're going to find out, see ways that I can help you. Do you have any questions for me before we begin?
I do not.
No? All right. So I see that you're living here. It says you're living here with your aunt. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure. It's kind of embarrassing to be a grown man and live with your aunt, especially since I have the two kids, and it's really tough because I don't want them to turn out the way I have at this point. I want to be a better influence on them.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially now they're so impressionable, and that's why I'm doing this partially is to try to get my life back in order. But I love my aunt a lot, and she's very kind to let me stay despite my issues.
Mm-hmm. I see it's a concern for you that your children are concerned for you, want to be a better example in their life.
Exactly.
And that way they can live a different life than you have maybe. So I see, I was told that you are currently missing curfew, and you have missed your first group session and have been passing or not passing your urine analysis for marijuana. And I've also been told that you want to do better, which is great. Your probation officer said that you are a good person and you have much potential. You want to change your life. So that's really great to hear. I want to be here to support you in that in whichever way that I can. Can you tell me a little bit more about maybe like why you're smoking marijuana and what it does for you?
Well, I've smoked since I was a teenager, and it just gives me a sense of relaxation and almost like something to do, a routine or a ritual. Um, but I suppose it's also a form of self medication, and it just I like the way it makes me feel. So that's the reason I haven't been able to stick with the probation stuff.
Yeah.
To piss clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main reasons.
Yeah, I know a lot of people use cannabis, marijuana to self-medicate or even relax, recreationally. So that's something that isn't to be ashamed of. It's pretty normal for many people. Your circumstances right now kind of show that maybe it would be beneficial to you if we could maybe start looking towards getting away from the marijuana and possibly attending some of these group sessions. You think that's something that interests you? Is that maybe a goal that you have as being a part of this program? It'd be good to set some goals and actually working towards being able to see your children again and find employment and everything like that. So maybe that could be somewhere that we could start, is possibly finding ways to reduce your consumption. How does you feel about that?
I totally agree. I suppose it's just a matter of putting words into action and showing up for the group thing, because I feel like that will get me to where I need to be eventually, where I can see my kids again and live a more productive life rather than just playing video games all day.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely.
And hanging out with people that I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Because I know that they influence me, and that's part of the reason that I've been missing the group sessions, because I'm BSing with them. And so, it's just a matter of breaking away from those negative influences. it's just hard, you know, because they've been my friends for a long time. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, that's understandable. Um, and it says here that you're currently not employed or going to school or anything like that. Um, what do you think? How can I assist you in that? What do you think would be beneficial for you, that I could help you with in terms of maybe finding work or uh, starting that path to getting you into school?
Perhaps some kind of training program
Okay.
or some some kind of at least resources to see what's available for work and some, you know, kind of a work training program of some sort would be nice.
Okay. Well, that's definitely those are some resources that I can start to look into for you.
Thank you.
If that would be okay with you, I'd really like to present some of those to you and them. Um, in terms of school and work, which one seems more achievable to you at this point?
Hmm. Well, probably some kind of work program versus some a 4 year kind of thing because I just feel that I need to kind of get back on my feet right away rather than starting school and kind of starting over.
Mm-hmm.
Not that wouldn't be opposed to that at some point,
Mm-hmm.
maybe after I establish myself a little bit and see what else is out there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, probably lean more towards this work program.
Okay. Yeah, and if you have your two children, and that's a very a profound responsibility
Oh,
that
yeah.
if you were to find some work, you'd be able to support them
Yeah,
in a way.
yeah, and get my own place.
And get your own place.
Yeah,
I was going to
that
ask
way I
you a
can
little
have-
bit more about that. How do you feel? I know you said that you're feeling a little bit embarrassed about living here. Do you feel safe here where you're living right now?
Mm, I'd say about 5 on a scale of 1 to 10,
Okay.
but mostly because of my friends, and you know, they're my friends and all, but you never know if they're gonna bring unsavory people that you know because I know them through the gang stuff I did, and I'm really moving away from that. I still have other issues to resolve, but I don't want to deal with the violence
Mm-hmm.
because I'm only 28, so I'm not trying to die tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be safer,
It could be safe
but
for you.
I admit it's partially probably my fault.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, it's admirable seeing that type of self-reflection that you're having and having that desire to change and to grow, and that's really a really good starting point. So for me, I want to be an encouraging force in your life, to build you up, and so this is our first meeting together. I will continue to manage your case. I'd really like to meet with you 3 times a week, and if we can work towards getting you into some of these group sessions, I think that'll be beneficial for you. Being around other people who are also like-minded and wanting that change in their life. Um, so I will follow up with you. Maybe we can meet. How does next Monday sound to you? Are we be available then?
Sure, sometime in the afternoon.
Sometime in the afternoon. Okay. Um, okay. In that time, I will be trying to find some resources, some possibilities for some trade work programs, which is great because that involves some schooling and getting you on a good path towards an actual career, which I think would be really beneficial towards getting reintegrating you and finding ways that you can get closer to your children, because I know you showed that that's very important to you.
Yeah.
So
That's
I will.
my number one priority.
That's your number one priority. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I'll do some of my little homework here, and see some of these resources that I can find. But I will follow up with you. I'll give you a call to remind you that we will be having another session here next Monday. But it was very nice to meet you, and I am very excited to be working with you. I know you have
Me as well.
great potential, and I really look forward to helping you make those changes in your life of whatever and the best way that is for you.
Perfect.
Thank you so
It
much
was
for
nice
meeting
to
me
meet you
today.
too. Yeah.
You have a wonderful day.
Yeah, you too,
Take care.
Carlos. Thank you.
Thank you.